And we are back exactly where we left off from yesterday. Hello, everybody. This is Xenobears playing Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Blind playthrough. And now back to the cutscene.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I was
need
also
bills.
curious.
If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little miss stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
A man with those tattoos would not say stick
Commander
in your
Vanden's
rear.
Blade's
He would
top
say stick in
officer.
your ass.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
Aye.
Not much for conversation, are you?
I'm a silent
So you
protagonist.
still
I'm
haven't told
sorry.
us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's
Why do I get the feeling I'll be
number one
helping them all?
responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here.
Yeah,
and
we're
give
gonna be
ourselves a
proper
fighting
aliens,
chance.
probing everything.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe.
Uh-oh, Frontier won the
Most
bid for the
important of
contract?
all, it's the key
What happened to
locating the
Comcast?
missing parts of the life hold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigent that moves.
And you got your reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the white whale.
I'm
Among
seeing
other
some
things,
overlap
that
here.
is, including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory.
What about Pathfinders?
Bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next, alright, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale. That won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on the Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Yeah, Ann? We're on pins and needles here.
I think I'll start with Pathfinders because that'll probably help out with the rest of the stuff too.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Besides, landed on an alien planet. Obviously, I want to go out and see what's out there.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Uh-oh.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Alright, time to search for Nelson's missing team in Southeast Primordia. 20 grand in reward money. God. Missions comprised. You visit a segment for which you haven't completed the segment recon yet, you may receive a Blade report post. If you do, check your current position on a segment view of the map screen to confirm the segment recon objective and do your best to resolve it. And now that we're back to the admin district. Let's talk to some people. You heard of Talon Rock, right? That big rocky mountain in the northern part of Primordia? It's that big spire you can see from the city. That area hasn't been fully explored yet, so Eleonora is always snagging us to get out there and do a survey. But Talon Rock Mountain is swarming with dangerous indigents, which makes it a big hassle. We've been kicking that can down the road forever. But now they aren't even offering us any other missions, so we basically have no choice but to do it. That Eleonora has the face of an angel, but she's doing the devil's work in that receptionist guise. I'll never forget when the Xenos attacked Earth. Yep. Investing Moranium in an AM's development is one way of interacting with them. Contributing enough will increase their corporate level, bringing new products to their lineup. Another way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to upgrade the battle traits, additional effects on your gear. Doing this requires materials salvaged from enemies. One more way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to engineer augments for inserting in empty slots onto your gear. This requires materials, precious resources, and Moranium. Additionally, if you have augments you're no longer using, you can dismantle them to get back the materials and precious resources used to make them. Moranium will not be refunded. You can also interact with AMs by contracting them to create powerful gear for you that's not ordinarily available in the shop. This requires materials, precious resources, and Moranium. Materials required to upgrade battle traits or engineer augments can be set for tracking on the nav panel. You can do so while browsing the offerings at the AM terminal. Materials set for tracking can be double-checked in the material tracking category of the nav panel. Furthermore, enemies from which the necessary materials may be salvaged will be marked with a tracking icon. I'm seeing a lot of stuff I won't be able to use. following arms manufacturer is open for business: Sakuraba Industries. The central pillar of the Sakuraba Group conglomerate, which enjoys a reputation for excellent products, Sakuraba firearms exhibit remarkable stability and accuracy, qualities which faithfully exemplify the design ethos of their creators. Hey, I thought this was a U.S. ship. Granada Galactic Group. New arms manufacturer is an avid investor in beam tech research. Bestsellers are weapons that emphasize quick cooldowns and protective wear that offers high beam resistance. Oh, because I've been using items made by them, I got R&D points. New product line, Lightwear series. Gravity keeping you down? Then don this gear, the latest and greatest quality gravity resistance. And of course, high physical resistance is still a trait of all Sakuraba wear. Okay. Electric line of knives guaranteed to send pisonoids running. Pisonoids. Bleh. Pisces. Ha. At Sakuraba, evolution never pauses. Finally, the secrets of ether technology have been tapped to bring you the one and only Sniper 2 series. I have no Moranium to invest. Alright, I'll deal with the augments and stuff later. Alright. Let's purchase some equipment. Now I can equip long swords and assault rifles. She could do dual swords and dual guns. I need a new longsword. Ooh, that'd be a pure gain once I hit level 10, which I'm not far off from. But I don't have that right now. I'll purchase it for later. Cooldown hits. Probably be kind of interesting to see. Let's see, survival specs. Heightened beam resistance, but lowered physical resistance. Survival goggles. Heightened physical resistance, but lowered grav resistance. the regular survival headset's a straight upgrade. Just fewer upgrade slots. That's kind of funny. All right. So, a lot of this stuff has a trade-off when it comes to grav resistance and upgrade slots. I'm still low level, so I'll prioritize raw stats for now. To thermal resistance. I know I'm spending way too much time obsessing over gear choices. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find any significant upgrades for either of these. Until I go to a higher level equipment, which I'd be waiting until level 15 to equip. This feels like it's less about getting money and more about clearing up the clutter in my inventory. Any blade can use that terminal to purchase new weapons protective wear. Okay, yeah.
Am I right?
Alright, somebody's blowing up my phone. Give me a second. I'm seeing little symbols on the map, but I don't know what they all mean. Hey, who left that busted up trailer just beyond Armory Alley? Let's at least reclaim the stuff inside that thing so it can be moved later.
Am I right? What?
Man, I'm so sick of Trevor pushing us around. He made us do an indigent bounty mission solo. Now he's sending me on super hard mission in some area we barely got any frontier nav info about. It sure would be great if somebody went and planted a data probe in Primordia for me, you know? Yep, sure would be great. Like that new kid everyone's talked about. One installing data probes all over the place. It'd be great if he did that. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah?
And there's Eleonora.
Oh, listen.
Female mechanic. Kirsty was in front of the building across from the maintenance center searching for that new crew member. I wonder what she wants with them. Unavailable while offline. Okay, so that's for like online multiplayer kind of stuff.
Yes? Wow.
Are you worried about me? Oh, thank you. I'm touched by the concern, but I'm fine, really. Maybe it would be better if you posed that same question to the people in New LA. I'm sure there are many who would be troubled by something but don't consider it significant enough to make a formal request to Blade. Basic mission. Swid Suite. Brass Swids or interfere with data probe installation. Go defeat troublesome indigents. Tyrants getting a hard time. Help them hunt down Archibald the Revolutionary. I'm just gonna start taking all these missions because fuck them. Give 1,200 units of uranium to the integrated plant developer in the industrial district. Gather 4 Sinilac plants in Primoria, 4 cran jellies, 3 ZZ rabbits, 3 acorn epicuses, 700. Harvest 1 squid fillet from a brasswood in Primordia. You can run right through people.
I see.
You're assigning me to gather anhydrous radiators and heat-proof inox pipes? Yes, sir. I believe I can find all you need here in Primordia, sir. Xenobears, right? Oh, good. I've been looking for you. My name's Kirsty with a K. I'm the operations manager for Frontier Nav. Nagy requested I brief you on the whole Frontier Nav deal. Sound good? Excellent. I like your curiosity. Always remember that Frontier Nav connects us to the land. And like the rest of Mira, it takes dedication and curiosity to really understand. So then, first lesson, there are several different types of data probes that can be installed at Frontier Nav probe placement sites. It's vital that you keep the desired application in mind, because each type of probe yields different effects. What's more, placing the exact same type and grade of data probe in the neighboring sites will amplify the effects of each probe. Now, I could stand here and make you listen to a long, drawn-out explanation, but I think it's better if you just try out each one for yourself. Remember the data probe you installed out on the East Gate plane? Good, I can see why you're on Nagy's shortlist. If you ever need to verify its exact location, just access the segment map with your comm device. I'll point out a pair of placement sites in the planes past the East Gate that you can chain together on the Frontier Nav grid. Head there and install a data probe at each site, okay? But I don't want just any probes installed there. You'll need to change them to be the same type. That's how you get the chain amplification effects. You can swap around data probes using your comm device. Just select the corresponding site on the Frontier Nav map. If you select swap data probe, you can take your pick from all the unused probes you've got. Or you do have unused probes, right? Here, take a few binding probes, just in case. They're on me. But don't go spreading tales of my generosity. Your assignment is to travel to 2 specified sites and install data probes there. Then make sure all 3 of your installed probes are set as mining probes. You'll figure it out. It's all much clearer in action. Okay. Wait, there's a fast travel, isn't there? Have a nice trip. Achievement unlocked. Okay, those enemies are a little high level for me right now.
Attack from range. Follow me. Flame grenade. Rising blade.
Oh, it's too far away.
I owe you one.
Infuriate.
Shadow Runner.
Defensive stand.
Slide. Move in and do some damage.
All or nothing. Opportunity 9. Couple. Gunfire.
I'll take the
Upper
stand.
hand.
Lay down and put the fire.
I'm punching a hole in you.
What?
No rest.
Shadow strike.
Step in and face the next one.
Oh, dang it.
Hit him again for
It
me.
was a little slow to react.
Rising blade.
Side slash.
Infuriate.
Slide. Winner.
Rising blade.
Damage. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer.
Bring him down. We can lay it.
Yeah. Level inappropriate enemies are not located very far from your level appropriate ones. Nathan, what you doing here, man? Please, Monica, you've got to understand, as Blades, our first priority is coming home alive. And as the one responsible for this team, I have to take the path with the least amount of risk. So you want to give up his life to save ours? Pathetic. Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll find Connor alone. Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? I didn't even realize it switched to conversation partners at first. Huh? What is it? If you're out here, I'm guessing it's because you're a Blade. In that case, let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives to rescue one single member? Or should that team run back to New LA like a pair of cowards and wait for reinforcements? I go with rescue. See, you got guts. What if our friend dies while we're sitting on our asses back in LA? What then? And if the two of us go missing as well, how does that help Connor? This is difficult to ask, but would you head north to Sickle Rock and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor? He's part of our team. We got separated on a survey job, and he hasn't come back. Welcome back, Connor. We got beaten to a pulp when our survey mission turned into an impromptu copper Sinicula hunt. Honestly, we're both at a loss here, as you can probably tell. I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. I'm sorry you had to see any of this. But know that I really appreciate the help. We both do. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us find our friend. Alright, I'll help you find your friend. Well, I'm out here gathering resources already. Ball mosquito, cran jelly. Huh. Our path takes me across some things that I definitely don't want to try to fight. Things that will aggro on sight. So let's keep it to the high road. Avoid the aggro monsters. Oh, that's a big boy. It does feel organic that there's high-level stuff mixed in with all the low-level stuff, but it does complicate the task of actually playing the game. Just a little bit.
Attack from range. Follow me.
I've got your cover fire. Shadow strike. Slide.
Infuriate.
That will answer. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Got it. Let's pack some more fire. remember the day you fought me.
Locks and loot. Punch first. Ask questions
Now
later.
it's my turn.
Fire carnival.
Slide.
Got it.
Move in and
Let's
keep the
pack
rhythm
some more
going.
punch. Flame grenade.
Move in and do some damage.
All or nothing.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Early bird. Slide. Flicker.
I can
That
push
did
back.
it to them. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Rising blade.
Appendage destroyed. Move strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
All right.
Attack from range. Follow me.
Target Shadow strike.
Infuriate.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Assault hammer. Got it. Now blast him.
Scream it out.
Flame grenade.
Lay down and cover
Rising
fire.
blade.
Side slash. Side slash. Upper hand.
There's no substitute for real combat.
Let's keep it up.
Got new skills. Neat. Yeah, it looks like a lot of this game is going to be me just grinding.
Attack from range. Follow me.
I've got your cover fire.
Shadow strike.
Assault. Flame grenade.
Well,
Yes. Now tackle it up close. Infuriate.
Side slash.
Power dot.
Use an aura. Get
Rising
yourself in
blade.
battle.
All right. I'm ready to unload on him. Opportunity knock.
Lay down some cover fire.
Attack from range. Follow
Target
me.
in sight. Shadow strike.
All or nothing. Got it. Now blast him.
Scream it out.
Flame grenade.
Side slash.
Infuriate. Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Upper hand.
Right. This'll work
Slide.
best.
Move in and do some damage.
Now let's go find an opponent that's worth our time.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Yeah, I'm bullying the local wildlife in an attempt to complete quests. Do not try to bully that local wildlife, though. Behold the cran jelly. Got a bargain tank top black. Alright, now that that's done, let's go to the next part of this side mission. Stretching locust. Ooh. Some Jurassic Park shenanigans. That thing's so big I could fight on its back. Shadow of the Colossus style. Oh, there's Connor. But first...
Hey,
Oh, sweet baby back ribs, you're human. I guess my luck hasn't completely run out on me. Those monsters were chasing me everywhere. First I ran out of ammo, then I lost my comm device then. Well, I was pretty sure my time was up. Why am I not surprised? I mean, it's sweet of her to care, but she's always been a bit of a worrywart. Still, I suppose I should report back and let them know I'm okay. I hate to bother you, but could you help me look for my comm device? It should be nearby. I know we're both fellow blades and all, but I'm still willing to pay you for your time. It's my goof up that put us here anyway. Let's see, you can survive high jumps, right? Yep. F in sight 112. I think I'll knock that out while I'm here. Sweet. Mm-hmm. Okay. Fuck that. Run. Run, 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 run. I don't know if that was triggered by me picking up the item or the fact that I started moving a little bit faster once I got it. And I don't want to find out. Well, more specifically, I don't want to find out what would have happened if I'd stayed. Although I can guess it would involve a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth over my bloodied remains. Any luck? Once I've got that baby, I can reach the others no matter where they are. Hey, nice work. I'm impressed. Glad to see at least one of us here is a pro. And now I know who to turn to for help the next time things take a turn for the worse. Alright, let me call up the others here. Managed to get in touch with my team thanks to you. They're on their way here now. Here, this is my way of saying thanks. I really appreciate the help.
My cousin got better.
Knock nearly 10 seconds off of a cooldown? Yeah. I'll take that upgrade. Alright. Hit scaling cooldown. I want to put the abilities that combo off of each other right next to each other on the bar. Alright. And let's see. Okay. The Tyrant whatever variant that I was fighting is weaker than the regular ones that I see here. That makes no sense. FN site. Swap data probe. Mining probe G1. Swap. Mining probe G1. Swap. Three chain effects plus 30%. Production revenue, combat support. Production revenue, combat support. Production revenue, combat support. All right.
Did you actually?
The probes are installed and set up as mining probes. Perfect. You work fast. I'm sure that's part of what Nagi sees in you. And humility will serve you well. Never lose sight of it. That said, a little confidence doesn't hurt either. Try setting your comm devices display to Frontier Nav mode. You should see 3 sites circled in red and connected by link lines. That's a 3-site link combo. It boosts the effects of each of those data probes by 30%. If you get that link combo up to 5 neighboring sites with the same data probe type set, the effects will be amplified by 50%. And an 8 probe link will net you an extra 80%. You see where this is going? The more data probes of the same type you install in neighboring placement sites, the more efficient Frontier Nav and your related assignments will be. So, think you've got the hang of all this chaining data probes jazz? Swift pupils make teaching a pleasure. Well then, I'd say that concludes your first assignment. You can have this research probe by way of reward. Don't say I never gave you anything. I'll teach you about that one next, okay? We'll start the same way. I'll point you to a new Frontier Nav probe site, and you will go install a probe. Then you'll use your comm device to change its type to a research probe. Then, on top of that, I want you to go find an unexplored territory known as Rock Cavern. Good luck! I could have sworn I saw something indicating.
What?
Hey! Damn it.
There's some pathetic blade guy who keeps giving Irina a hard time. He's probably just doing it because he likes her, honestly. Still, that's no excuse to pull her hair like some grade school crush. Man up and ask her out for a drink or something. Who the fuck? That's some grade school level shit there.
Unbelievable.
Don't you get it? This is emergency chaos. End of days. Dogs and cats living. Look, what I'm saying is this is no time for getting married. Dogs and cats living together. Total madness. Okay, so ahead and to the right. And our totally not Solaris analog.
Hey. Now what?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? I promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, getting off track. Anyway, I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I get. Not to say that you're just anybody or great. Look, I know I sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. But really? You're going to listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds the very first person I asked would help me out? Like 9 to 1? I'm shy, you see, and I worked up myself into a panic thinking I'd have to keep approaching a stranger with the staring and the awkwardness. Yes, so I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in scales. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, do I sound braggy? Anyway, I just got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they could do a field repair of their scales. Apparently something called a whimsical duogill attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just... no, bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with whimsical duogill that broke their scales still kicking around. Much as I want to help, I'm just a mechanic. There's only so much I could do. But on the other hand, the thought of those poor scales lying there all beat up, it just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure stuff and left town, and then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help. And then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this to Mission Control. But I don't have time for rules, man. I just can't just stand around filing paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of the team you'll be rescuing will. I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble. So if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. God dang, wrong button again. Okay, I need to get to the commercial district. Which is north and then west. Walter. Hey, is he making any of that blue stuff?
How goes? Got a second?
Yeah, something's troubling, all right. This boyfriend of mine is like a little brother to me. He went around and found himself a girlfriend in New LA. Now every time I go drink, I get a bunch of questions about love and relationships and crap. I could teach him loads about how to throw a punch, shoot a gun, or pilot a scale, but I don't know a damn thing about love. Never been in love, never want to be. I don't know. I do know this, though. If he fails to jump to during an attack because he's mooning over what's-her-name, I'm going to answer all his love questions with my fists. Damn.
Really?
Dealing with a tyrant that harasses you with dangerous attacks? Then work on destroying body parts like its arms or head to seal those nasty attacks off.
Hey,
I learned a thing or two from Robert myself, like never to cut corners on mission prep, so I'm heading back to Armory Alley to make sure I've got everything I need. Okay, gotta love a game that lets you engage in alternative navigation. Axiom, but it is a verge. IPD. East Melville Street. Oh, God. They don't sell guns in the commercial district. You'll have to hit up Armory Alley in the administrative district. But why do you need a Gatling gun exactly? Probably because it's a class.
Hey. Got a second?
We investigate crimes and resolve conflicts within the city walls. The obvious analogy is that we're NLA's police force. It's a very different job from other divisions whose duties have them traveling throughout Mira. So unlike those divisions, our members are more likely to have been police officers or detectives than military. In fact, I was recruited into the division because of my experience as a police detective in old LA. I know what you're thinking. She must be a lot more capable than she looks. And you're right, with my detective instincts, there's no crime I can't solve. So you'd best keep your own nose clean, pal. You do anything as suspicious, I'll figure it out in no time flat. Blah, 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 blah.
So listen.
oh, hey.
Man, I just love blades, every single one. I went to Sunshine Cafe for an espresso, but they couldn't make me one. I guess the machine's broke or something. Anyway, it pretty much ruined my whole day.
Now what?
What am I going to do? This can't be all the parts. Yes, hello, welcome. Have a seat right here. I mean, if you want to sit down. No special lattes today, I'm afraid. We're sold out. Yes, that's it. So sad. Oh, wow, you're being really nice about this. But no, I mean, you took the time to come here and whatnot, so you deserve to drink what you really want. Are you good with machines by any chance? You certainly seem good with machines, just, aura-wise, so maybe? I knew it. Sometimes you can just tell. I'm a complete basket case when it comes to mechanical stuff. Well, and most other stuff, actually. Anyway, the owner just got this new espresso machine, and it seems that I've somehow managed to break it. It should be okay once I get the right parts, but finding them's been a nightmare. I don't suppose you might know where I can find 3 heat-proof inox pipes, do you? Oh, I'm so glad I asked. As soon as that machine is up and running, I'll fix you the tastiest latte you've ever had. I mean it.
Careful. Hey,
I hear a Pathfinder team was wiped out in the southern aneroid plain in Oblivia. I guess even the Skell is no guarantee of safety. Yeah, no, we saw Skells getting wiped out en masse in the intro cutscene. When I first landed on Mira, we didn't have running water or electricity. Even that wasn't as half as bad as the incessant blood-curdling howls of the creatures all around us. Yeah, this car of yours, buddy? Then it's your own fault. Blades ain't allowed to park here, see? Well, I heard rumors there were ruffians going around hounding Blades, and now here you are. This is my lucky day. Let me guess, you rocket scientists used to be Blades yourselves, right? But something set you off, so you left to form this gang. How pathetic. And here I was thinking you'd be something special when you're just a common pack of thugs. It's almost disappointing. You got a big mouth, Pipsqueak. I bet it'd look better if I knocked out a few teeth. Please, I've no interest in low-level chumps like you. I fear I'm something of a traditionalist, you see. Either give me a great evil worthy of facing justice, or don't waste my time. Enough with the fancy talk. Put your dukes up before I end you. Oh, I wholly encourage you to try. But be warned, agents of swift justice always step forth after a chump drops a cheesy line like that. See? More Blades? Pfft. This was supposed to be an unfair fight. Why are you wussing out on us like this? You got lucky today, Blade. Might not be so lucky tomorrow if you get my drift. Come on, boys. Let's make like bananas and split. Somebody on the localization team had fun. Phew. Thank you. I think you just saved my teeth. I heard talk about a gang that was calling some mischief around here, so I decided to take a look, and I believe me, I didn't need to look for very long. But alas, those ruffians saw fit to wreck my ride. I'm at a bit of a loss as to what to do about that. Yeah, it's pretty thoughtful. Anyone ever tell you you're perfect protagonist material? I've always been enamored with the classic morality tale. You know, hero meets evildoer and beats the stuffing out of him. Oh, I almost forgot. My name's Justin, and I'm a Blade. It's good to meet you. And you're Xenobears, huh? Well, you've got yourself a new fan, Xenobears. Woo! Yay! Since you seem to be cut from the cloth of a hero, do you think you could help me find some replacement parts for my poor car? With the right parts, I'll have it repaired in no time. I'll just stay here and think of some heroic questions for you while you're gone. Look forward to it. Anhydrous radiators. I knew you'd accept. You're the type to always say yes, no matter how absurd the request may be. It's because you're an agent of justice. Such things are in your DNA. I like the cut of your jib. It takes that sort of determination to tackle each new evil that arises. In any case, what I need is a pair of anhydrous radiators. Got it? Thanks a million, hero. There's Joe. I need Moranium to give to them. Undeveloped area, residential district, administrative district, blade tower.
About time I had a
We
real
should
fight.
weaken them just to be safe.
Right. This'll work best. Rising blade.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Now, follow the real bone crusher. Assault hammer. Flame grenade.
Upper hand. Slide knife. Move in and do
Power
some damage.
I can push back.
Shadow strike. Side slash.
Infuriate. Vengeance. Focus your mind and put up an order.
This should tie me over.
Rising blade.
Fire fire!
Now, melee attacks.
Flame grenade.
Side slash.
Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Right into it.
Shadow strike. Upper hand.
I can live with that.
Neutralize. Nice work.
You gather the squid fillet and deliver it to the diner chef. Chef. Blah, blah. And I also just proved I could. Oh. 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 You're a biggin. I'm a little one.
It's you and me, pal.
Only one of us is going down. Fire carnival!
Shadow strike.
I'm off balance.
One more hit.
Get up and apply yourself.
Shadow strike.
Strike.
Follow me.
Slide a winner. This is wearing me down. I'm not gonna make it. Just one more hit.
Flame cloak!
Okay, yeah, this is probably going to require a skill or something, because
I don't want it to end.
or at the very least, I'm going to need to level up enough to not take 800 damage in a single blow. Holy crap. Wait, did that... Let's farm a few of the things up here that are like...
Attack from range. Follow me.
Shadow strike. Slide.
Rising blade. Infuriate. Rising blade. Opportunity notch. Top of him. Gun.
I'll take him down. Shadow run.
Flame grenade.
Shadow strike.
Now let's go find an opponent. Our time.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Didn't have to be like this.
Attack from range. Follow me.
I've got shadow strike. Slide.
Assault hammer. Gun. Now blast him.
Side flash.
Infuriate. Rising blade.
Early bird.
Opportunity notch. Top
I'll
of
take him
him.
down.
Gun. Infuriate.
Lay down. Cover fire. Slide.
Power dot.
Move in and do some
Watch me
damage.
lay
I
into
can
it.
push back.
Shadow strike.
Now let's go find an opponent. Our time.
Let's keep it up.
All right.
You will remember the day
They're
you
off
fought
guard.
me.
Stagger them with a melee attack.
Shadow strike. Fire carnival.
Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Assault hammer. Gun. Now blast him.
Target in sight. Now, melee attack.
Infuriate. Rising blade.
Shadow run.
I hit the button.
Upper
So why didn't it go?
I'm ready to unload on him. Infuriate.
Shadow strike. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Side
Power
flash.
dot.
Slide.
Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Watch me lay into it.
Upper hand. Appreciate
Get
it.
fired up. Fire carnival. Almost
Okay.
Flame grenade! Rising flame! Yes! Now tackle it up close! Get up!
We should weaken them just to be safe. Fire carnival!
Right! This'll work best!
Hit him again for me!
Rising flame!
Shadow strike!
Assault hammer! Done! Now blast it!
Target in sight. Side flash.
There's no substitute for real combat.
Nice work.
All right. That was tougher than I expected because there were more of them than I was expecting. I didn't see the little teeny tiny one until, you know, the big ones were all down. So, what is this? Pride Rock? Ayers Rock? All right.
Attack from range. Follow
I've
me.
got your cover fire.
Infield now. Follow the real bone crusher.
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer. Done. Now blast it.
Target in sight.
Oh,
Rising blade.
One more hit.
Infuriate. Ah, I need healing.
Let me cut
Follow
this
that.
Trash truck. Fire carnival.
I think I've hit my limit. Heal me. Pretty bad. This is the end.
okay, we're going to respawn now because, holy crap. That guy just ended me. I think his level indicator was kind of a lie.
This is like trouble.
Engaging. Lay down some fire. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer. Flame grenade.
Move in and do some damage.
All or nothing. Infuriate. Power dot. I've been pushed back. Infuriate. Tornado blade. Rising blade.
I'm beginning to think Tornado Blade doesn't do anything.
Shadow strike.
Flame grenade.
Alright, come on.
Upper hand.
Right. This'll work best.
Side flash.
Rising blade.
Alright, level 10. I'm now Blade Private. Ground gear. I can now go to the titanium sword, which is a good deal more powerful. Let's see. More hits. Lower damage, but more hits. Also more hits, slightly lower cooldown. So the big upgrade's just the sword and the gun. Physical from weapon. Connection, you have an aura act. Okay, but what are my auras? Okay, obviously I need to do a lot of grinding. Because, holy crap. I need to be strong, much stronger to take on the big guy. Otherwise he'll tear me apart. Let's check the map to see if what other nearby missions I can handle. Alright. L plus Y show destination. I pressed L. Pressed Y. Wait, did he disappear from me? I accidentally turned off the icon filters. Alright. And let's see. Another blade team got attacked by that Potamus at Primordial Stay around Lake. Somebody needs to put that thing down. Oh, they're on the rock formation above, which means I gotta go running and climbing. The real reason this game takes like 100+ hours to complete. Easily. They found wreckage from an alien civilization on Sickle Rock just east of here. Ooh, I just love to dig one of those puppies up and do a little research. Alright, now where is... I should be looking almost right at him. Oh, it's Connor again.
Well,
Hey there, Xenobears. I managed to get in touch with my team thanks to you. They're on their way here now. So what are you doing back out here anyway? You bored or something? If so, I suppose I could give you that bounty assignment I flubbed. Marks of old Sinicula that's been running around making life hell for everyone. Somebody's chomping at the bit, huh? I swear you take that bad boy down with... I bet you take that bad boy down without breaking a sweat. I'll forward the details to your comm device. Have at it whenever you like. I do wish there was a single button to get to the map.
Didn't have to be like this.
Yes, could you not target things like 3 million miles in the distance?
assault hammer! Got it!
Well, lay out and cover fire.
Infuriate!
Come in and do some damage.
All or nothing!
Wild death.
Good. More practice.
Fire carnival.
Shadow strike.
Iron blade! Assault hammer!
Muscle neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Don't give them time to breathe. Flame grenade!
Okay, where am I going? What am I doing?
Attack from range. Follow me.
Cover fire.
Shadow strike.
Rising blade. There's no substitute for real combat.
Nice work.
Oh, this is going to be one of those, they need me to climb up all over this thing, huh? Or am I going to have to come back in a skell? We're going to Skyrim this thing, aren't we? I guess not.
You will remember the day you fought me.
Let's see what you've got.
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer. Flame grenade. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Infuriate.
Stop pendant destroyed. Move in and strike.
All or nothing. Opportunity knocks. Topple them. Gunfire. Now let's go find an opponent. It's worth our time.
We got him. Let's move.
All right.
You will remember the day you fought me.
Let's see what you've got.
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer. Now blast them.
I've got your cover fire.
Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Blade.
There's no substitute for real combat.
Nice
You
work.
hunt the brasswoods and Primordia as requested. All right. And let's see.
They've seen us.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer.
Fire.
Flame grenade.
Side flash.
Got company.
Fire.
Lightning blade.
Bombardier.
Infuriate.
Reinforcements. Watch out.
Tornado flame. Defensive stand.
Early burn. Side flash.
Rising blade. Opportunity knock.
Top.
Gunfire.
Shadow
Flame
strike.
grenade.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Power attack.
Upper hand.
Rising blade. This'll work best. Rising
Move in
blade.
and keep the rhythm going. Primal! Shadow strike!
Assault pass. No rest. Step in and face the next one.
Thermal payload!
Sight!
All or nothing.
Nice! Move in and do some damage.
Infuriate.
This is wearing you down.
Right, now let's go find an opponent. Worth our time.
We got him. Let's move.
Okay. That was certainly a thing that happened.
Strike first and strike
Now
hard.
it's my turn.
Rising blade. Opportunity not.
I'll top
Top.
him.
Gunfight. You'll remember the day you
Engaging.
fought.
Lay down some fire for me.
Fire.
Now, melee attacks. Shadow strike.
All or nothing. Gus, there's no substitute for real combat.
Nice work.
You'll remember the day
They're
you
off guard.
fought.
Stab them. Melee attack.
This will knock them off balance. Gus, now blast this.
Okay. So I guess the yellow circles are showing the hunting range for a specific type of target.
You'll remember the day you
Punch
fought
first.
Rue.
Ask questions later.
All or nothing.
Shadow strike.
Opportunity not. Topple them with gunfight. Strike first and strike hard.
Shadow strike.
Now let's go find an opponent that's worth our time.
Nice work.
Alright. Let's check our missions. Sinicular Assault, Hero's Ride, Better Late Than Never, Normal Mission, Basic Mission, Arms Testers Wanted. Equip a titanium knife to and hunt 4 creeping bladders. Oh. I don't have a titanium knife. I cannot fulfill this mission. Alright. Found location, the Grieving Plains. I need to find the FN installation sites out here, cuz.
Here I come, sunshine.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
I'm punching a hole in you.
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer.
Sight
Rising blade. Yes, that
even remotely fair.
Attack for range.
Target fire.
Assault hammer. Flame grenade.
Hit him again for me.
Scream edge!
Rising blade. All right. I'm ready to unload on you. Infuriate. Power dot.
Upper hand!
Defensive step. Focus your mind and
Okay.
put up an order.
This should tide me over.
Tornado. All right.
Nice.
I'm ready
Move in
to
and do some
unload on
damage.
you. All or nothing.
Shadow strike! Now, melee attack!
Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up
My
close.
turn!
Flame close.
Nice. Move in
All
and do
or
some
nothing.
damage.
Up
Side
now.
flash! Upper hand!
Tornado blade.
I hit the button.
Shadow strike!
Infuriate. Off balance. Flame grenade. Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Side flash!
Power dot.
Again, I know I hit that button.
Get control of the battle! Lightning! Flinger! Shadow strike! Move in and keep the rhythm going!
Got it. Let's back some up.
Side flash!
Assault hammer.
Touch me up!
Infuriate. Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up
Now, my
close.
turn!
Flame grenade. Defensive
Light
step.
nice! Move in and do some damage!
Trash talk.
All or nothing.
Shadow strike!
I hit the button again, damn it.
Load on. Tornado blade.
Can't seem to get
My
my adrenaline.
adrenaline's rising! Now, melee attack!
Power dot. All or nothing.
Light! Flinger!
Iron prison.
Suck nice!
Infuriate.
Move in and do some damage!
All or nothing.
Primer!
Rising blade.
Scream edge! I owe you!
I need healing.
I should go first!
Tornado blade.
Strike!
Wild
Light nice! Move in and do some damage!
All or nothing. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Infuriate.
Move in and strike!
Defensive stand. Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close.
Sliding! Flinger!
Tornado blade.
Watch me lay into it.
Shadow strike!
Assault hammer. Done. Now flash.
Flame close.
I owe you one.
I've got some cover fire.
Rising blade.
Primer!
Wild smack.
Power dot.
Nice! Move in and do some damage!
Off
Hit him again
balance.
for me.
Infuriate.
Yeah.
Rising
On
blade.
top of
Yes.
this now!
Now tackle it
Shadow
up close.
strike!
But not out.
Dang! You took some killing.
My adrenaline's rising!
Wild smack.
Infuriate. Rising blade. Assault hammer. Back.
Appreciate it.
Flame grenade.
Nice! Move in and do some damage! Shadow strike!
Okay, where's the survey site? Okay, wandering level 27 that attacks on sight. Yep, let's avoid that. Okay.
Just one more hit.
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up.
Megaton the Hell Express.
Sir!
All right. Prototype Scouter. Will it read power levels over 9,000? Alright, let's see. Okay, I currently have no idea what the hell I'm doing. You know what? I probably can't go find more. I can't find more random navigation sites until I complete this other side quest, can I? Is that why they're not appearing in my field of view? Ow. Oh god, my hip just popped. I swear I'm not that old. Wandering level 47 that attacks on sight. Run the hell away from that thing. I don't think I'd survive one hit. And now... Dang, we've been at this for a couple hours already. And I really haven't made much progress. Oh, I've been keeping busy. I just haven't been getting much done. Our piece of the white rail wreckage landed in the northern part of the Silent Mine. I just hope some dumb indigent hasn't torn it apart already. Dear God, level 55. It is not fair to put me in areas with that thing roaming around at this level of the game. Of course, the Xeno series really does love doing that. It's like having wandering fell reavers all over the place.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
It's a little difficult to appreciate the natural beauty of this place when I'm running in terror from all the fauna, because it's all way over leveled compared to me. I'll need to be able to jump high or get a scale for that, won't I?
Hard work always pays off.
I know he said hard work always pays off, but for a second there, it sounded like he said parkour always pays off. FN Site 117. Aha! Discover the unexplored territory, rock cavern, and Primordia. Oh. This does feel like playing an MMO sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna hunt some Drex.
Attack from range.
Target
Follow
in
me.
sight.
Now, follow with a real
Shadow
bone
strike.
punch. Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it up close. Flame grenade.
What? Got him. Lay down some cover fire.
I'm punching a hole in you.
Fire carnival.
Side slash. Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Don't give them time to breathe.
Slide.
Tornado. All right. I'm ready to unload on them.
Shadow strike. Now, melee attacks.
Power dive.
Upper hand.
I'm not a big fan of the power dive.
Infuriate. There's no substitute for real combat.
Let's keep it up.
You really have to be watching for enemy tells to use it at all. Let's see. A near identical weapon with the same exact stats, but it has more upgrade slots. And for some bizarre reason, the dogs are going insane. Well, let's see. I won't be able to wear that for another level, but it is actually an upgrade to my stats, although lowered physical resistance, heightened grab resistance. And I really need to level up so I can equip the better combat pants. Alright, how's my battle points? Any skills? Ooh, flame trigger. Boost blaze damage. Psi Corruptor? That just sounds awesome. That should make me a little tankier now that I know I can equip those skills. They're not just passives. Well, they are passives, but they're passives you have to equip. alien wreckage.
I think even my cooking got better.
Alright, now let's find this cave. Run in it. Don't fight any of the indigents here, because... Holy crap! Yeah, nope. We are getting out of Dodge. You're getting the hell out of Dodge, because it's a death sentence in there for our low-level party. Now, where is she? Up there she is. Welcome back, Xenobears. The rock cavern looks like a pretty mystical place. Folks here in town are all blown away by it. Yeah, you seem curious how they could have seen it without leaving New LA. Well, by accessing the research probe you installed. They can view the data it's amassed. For the civilians living here, that's their only way of learning about the outside world. The probes you're installing aren't just a way to track down parts of the white whale's life hold. Sure, they serve as a source of hope for the future, but they're also helping people today. I hope that underscores just how important your work is. Make sense? I like the fire in your eyes. Oh, and you'll also receive sightseeing profits if a lot of people access your research probes. New blades need all sorts of equipment, and a little extra income never hurts. Discovering unexplored territories like the rock cavern will get lots of people to access your research probes, so keep an eye out for them. What else am I forgetting? If you install more probes, minimum uranium mining should also pick up steam. You may eventually reach the limit of how much uranium you can hold. In that case, setting special data probes known as storage probes can help. They'll raise the limit of how much uranium you can store. Let me give you one now as thanks for showing me the unexplored territory I wouldn't have otherwise seen. Just remember that, like any data probe, simply carrying around that storage probe won't do you any good. You'll need to put it into actual use to access your common device at a Frontier Nav probe site to change the installed probe to a storage probe. Whew, that should cover the basics. When more Frontier Nav assignments come across my desk, I'll be sure to send them your way. These word spreads our roots in the mirror that much further. Precious resources are crystals, minerals that are automatically harvested from FN probe sites, often crucial for creating gear and completing missions. Uranium is versatile ore harvested automatically from FN sites. You'll need it to create gear and complete missions, but you can also invest in AMs, use it to refuel your skills, etc. Installing storage probes at FN sites can help you by raising the maximum amount of uranium you can store at one time. I want to probe this planet hard. This time we're the aliens that showed up in the UFOs. We should get to probe things. FN Site 107. Sweet Marine. Now that I've unlocked the ability to probe the world, I'm gonna get to probing. I'm a reprobate. I ask all the probing questions. I wonder if it is possible to climb up on the big guys. Okay, a couple of level 31 things that will attack me on sight. Alrighty. Alrighty. Jesus, level 50. Yeah, not touching that tyrant. Oh, hello. Wrecked trailer. Yeah, those things would just insta-kill me if I tried to fight them. Can I cheese navigation by swimming out to the ocean? Hopefully, like, I don't get eaten by a shark or some shit if I go too far out to the water. Hey, there were zones like that in World of Warcraft. Okay, yeah. Looks like I can't quite get to where I wanted to go from here. Oops, wrong button. Let's start from this rock and head west. At least those things aren't automatically hostile. Ooh, that one is though. Yeah, everything here I could fight easily. Hello. All right. All right, let's do this. And looks like I need to climb that mountain. And oh God. And it looked like the easiest way to get up there would be to go up here. Skyrim it up the side. Area discovered, Blano grassland. And looks like it's a level 40 to 50 zone. With 2 guards posted at the gate. Are there any other ways up there? Or can I run, 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 run.
It's in your hands. Strike and strike hard.
Okay, yep, we were getting one shot. It was worth a shot. Note to self, make Streamboo a banned term in chat. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna change tack and go to F Insight 110 instead. Yeah, the enemies here can also one-shot me, but at least they aren't on-site hostile. Although they do look like friggin' emus and cassowaries. which are very, very mean and vicious birds. Where's our probe location? Can't ask any probing questions if I don't have a probe, an FN site beacon to track. Oh God, that was lucky. I was so lucky he was asleep. Where is the FN site? Could it be on a lower elevation? Like down here? Alright. Where is that beacon? I know I'm putting off advancing the story and leveling up characters for this, but Landmark discovered Beast's lair. Ha ha ha! Got past you. I'm probably going to regret that, aren't I? Ah, but I did find some alien wreckage. Okay, this is obviously not where the probe is. All right. Man, there's stuff all around here that will just one-shot me. More alien wreckage. Good stuff, good stuff. Avoid those things. I kind of want to get at that last bit of salvage, but it's surrounded by high-level enemies. Gotta be smarter. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky dee deaky. Alright, it is coming up on 7:30. Or, yeah. So, I am going to have to hop off here in a bit, but I really don't want to. I want to keep looking. I want to find that darn probe site. And then set some of the other probes before I log out. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. You know what? If I can't find the one that's to the slightly to the east, I'll go north. Do the one that's up there. Assuming I can find it. Alright. Okay, my thought to try to Skyrim my way up there didn't work out quite as I had envisioned. Yeah, I just can't get enough verticality. Okay, yep, this ain't working either.
Looks like you've got no choice.
Sorry. You guys take it from here.
Just me? They
One more
picked the
hit.
wrong guy to kill last. I'm hurt. Pretty bad.
Where was he? I was certain I left him, like, way in the dust. I was fairly confident I was well away from whatever was posing a risk to me. Apparently, I was extremely wrong. All right. And let's see. Alright, found the white whale debris. And that's the patrol chopper I died at. Yeah, I just have no idea where this thing could be. It's in this segment somewhere. The only thing I can think of is it's under. Hello, I see a marker for something. And I see an outpost looking place. All right. Yeah, I'm completely stumped. I have no idea where this Pro FN site is. The field nav system has the Frontier Nav has utterly failed me. Or I failed it. More like, I just wish I knew where to find FN Site 110. It's not like up there, is it? Because if so, that would be a very cool trick to play. It would pretty much require you to have a skell to get up there, wouldn't it? Although, that is the kind of out-of-the-way placement evil game devs would use. Crap, crap, crap. All right. Dang it. Alright. Yeah. It was worth a shot. Yeah, I am beginning to think it's on top of like a spire. Like that one right there. Yeah. It's probably on top of that friggin' overhang. And I don't know how to get over there. And almost everything in this area is way above my pay grade. Oh wait, I didn't mean to hit that. Dang it. Moving from Xbox to Switch and PlayStation to Switch can be a little odd sometimes. But anyway. Go east for a little bit, then head north. North Point Cove. Collect more of these acorns. I want to know how all these got out here. or is my character just really under level compared to the average citizen? I see it. I see it. Yeah, that further reinforces my theory that the other one's at the top of one of those big spires or overhangs.
That's true on any planet.
Acorn abacuses. Production, combat support, revenue. Oh wait, I have an affinity thing? So I'm on my lunch break recently. I should have talked to the mechanic. He seemed worked up about something. I was going to ask her for an autograph, but it looked like a bad time. Member cannot be in the active party. Alright. Well, it is getting to be late in the day. I need to go make dinner for everybody. Because apparently I'm the only one in this house who can cook. So I'm going to make a couple of quick upgrades. keep me alive for longer. Alright. And that's been another night of me playing Xenobears Plays Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. And sorry, this was a relatively uneventful one. Not much plot going on when I was busy tackling side quests. But hopefully y'all enjoy this little preview of me frustratedly trying to Skyrim my way up sheer mountain cliffs to access probe sites early. Good night, everybody.